These four, who here is the hardest to actually put out of commission and kill permanently? Blaze the Cat, Serge Tenrich, Shadow T Hedgehog, or the ultimate life form himself? Quite frankly, in my opinion, it's a toss-up between both Shadow and Serge. Let me explain. As we all know, Shadow is known as the ultimate life form. He was genetically created to be the ultimate being, and is constantly rivaled by the legendary Blue Blur Sonic. Of all the many feats I know of Shadow between the games and comics and the different animated series, X, Prime, and we're not going to talk about Boom. We're not going to talk about Sonic Boom. The many feats Shadow has is that, number one, while being exceptionally as fast as Sonic, I think it's pretty obvious that he actually trumps Sonic in terms of raw physical power. And that's without the Chaos Emeralds. Not to mention, he has the ability of controlling Chaos Energy without even needing the Emeralds in the first place. And on top of it, the Inhibitor Rings. You cannot forget about the Inhibitor Rings, because without those, if he takes those off, well, we all saw what he did in 06 against Mephiles with Ruse and Omega. It really puts into a perspective that whether you like it or not, whether you agree or not, Shadow's almost never fighting at full power. Mainly because if he fought at full power, he'd more than likely end somebody. But getting on to the other one here, who I think is the hardest to kill, and that's the tragic Serge Tenrich. For those who have never read the IDW comics, Serge Tenrich is a cybernetic Mobian created by the Fiendus and very insane former Eggman fanatic Dr. Starline. She was created alongside another young Mobian who was captured as well, named Kitsunami the Fennec. They were genetically, well, no, not genetically, cybernetically, I guess you could say, engineered to kill and replace Sonic and Tails. Just like Shadow and even Sonic, she has super speed and incredible close combat capability, but what sets her apart from Sonic is that she has enhanced durability and strength, as well as the power of electricity in her grasp at all times, no less. But the thing that makes her actually unkillable or relatively difficult to kill is the fact that she was created with a modified version of the Metal Virus. I'm not going to go into what that is. All I can tell you is that is what keeps her from being killed or even suffering mortal wounds, basically. In one of the chapters in the IDW, Serge took a hit from one of Eggman's robots, the ones with the big hammers. It smashed her through a metal floor, dead center. Her partner Kid went down to find her, and lo and behold, she's fine. Like, it hurts, but there was no injury or anything. That's how powerful the Metal Virus was. It gave her that much durability, and if she suffered any wounds, it would heal her. But again, it is possible to kill her, though. Just extremely difficult. She suffered many fatal damage because of Dr. Starline and his constant deadly simulations to have her ready to kill Sonic. When you really think about it, both her and Kid are kind of tragic characters on the surface. And because of it, she fights extremely recklessly. But yeah, between the four of them, Shadow and Serge, in my opinion, feel like the hardest to actually kill. And that's if you exclude plot armor. I question why Blaze was even on this list. He doesn't hold candle to those three. But I guess Sega won't include her in anything that we, the fans, have to. Thank you for listening to my ramblings on this. I saw this last night and I could not get it out of my head. I needed to voice it, and here we are. So thank you for listening to my ramblings. If you have any opinion or comments on who you think is the hardest to kill, by all means, leave it in the comments. I would like to read them and give my input if necessary at all. And as always, Masters and Misses, we hope to see you again soon.